Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. I am JB, of course, and we're talking CJRB today. A lot of acronyms. Yeah, almost like being back in the military. But hey, fun little fact for you. I'm JB. My initials are actually JRB, so yeah, that's why I like them so much. I don't know. But CJRB, guys, man, they keep pumping out the knives. CJRB Artisan, period, just keeps rolling them out there. And personally, I think that's awesome because that just gives me more knives to look at. And who doesn't want that? But man, we've got the RIA in front of us today. Man, they've got the kicker. That's the one with the recoil lock. Kind of, sort of, maybe they're kind of take on an Axis, but not really. The Bull Mastiff. That's another recent one. The Cleaver, my buddy Peter from a Therapeutic Edge, he just did a review of that one. So if you want to see another CJRB, head on over to his channel and check that one out. The Micarta Centros, the Blade HQ exclusive. They just rolled that one out. And speaking of Micarta, I mean, there's going to be some similarities between the RIA and that version of the Centros for sure. And let's see what else. Oh, the Malia, Swags' knife. They've got the prototypes of that out. There was a couple for sale on their Artisan website here recently, so might want to check out Artisan's website. Grab one of those maybe before anybody else gets one. You never know. But yeah, Swag's been showing that one off. So yeah, they just keep pumping them out. But today we're talking about the RIA. Now, the RIA, definitely a smaller knife. We'll zoom out here a little bit. We'll move the box. Well, there's your, we'll make sure you got your code there. OD Green Micarta, J1917. This little guy, a smaller knife, but you know what? It's got a few little surprises for us, which I'm really liking. So, Micarta. Oh yeah, I love the Micarta, definitely. Now, just as I said, just for a quick little, there is the Micarta Centros. So, oh, that's a family photo right there, isn't it? Oh, that looks good. Looks good. But the Micarta is done very, very well. Now you got stainless liners. Now they stand just a tad proud of the liners. Of course, you've got your little pivoting lanyard collar there, lanyard loop, whatever you want to call it, lanyard post. Stainless pocket clip, deep carry. Recessed pocket screws. Would you look at that? Very nice. Very nice. Well done, CJRB. We are digging that for sure. Very well done. Everything is chamfered nicely. Now, like I said, the liners do stand a little proud, and I mean a little. Nothing too major. You know, I'm not a huge fan of when the liners stand real proud of your scales. Like on the Asticus, that was pretty much a turnoff for the Asticus for me. It really was. But these, not bad at all. Thumb stud, now very similar to the CRKT CEO with that kind of recessed thumb stud. Now it's removable, not reversible, because obviously there's no cutout on this side. So it is right hand, tip up, carry only. Man, in that CEO video, I said reversible instead of removable. Whew. Alrighty then. I heard about that. But hey, keeping me honest. That's what you're supposed to do. But yes, single thumb stud deployment. Again, like the CEO. First time I flipped it out there, it has that almost assisted feeling to it. And I know we say that all the time. Wow, is that thing assisted? Blah, blah, blah. Rockets out there. It's true. That's why we say it. This one, not quite as much as the CEO, but I tell you what, guys, it takes little to no effort to get that thing out there. Riding on ceramic ball bearings, as pretty much I think all CJRBs are. There's your markings, your J1917. Now this one, that little drop point blade, this is the AR RPM9. Artisan's very own proprietary powdered steel that they have developed. It's intended to be a budget steel. Basically, now I don't know the makeup of it, and I don't think anybody really does, except for Artisan. In talking to Russell from Artisan CJRB, he said it was very similar to D2, but they were really concentrating on higher corrosion resistance and better edge retention. So the AR stands for Artisan. The RPM is, man, what does the R stand for? I think it's rare powdered material. Don't quote me. PM is powdered material. I think it's rare. And then the 9 stands for the 9 elements that makes up the steel. So very cool. But that's the one little surprise. Artisan says, you know what? Everybody's tired of D2 or whatever the case may be. We're going to make our own steel. Bravo. Right on. I'm on board. We'll see how it performs. I'm sure there's going to be some testing going on. I mean, appropriately enough, there should be. But really nice little drop point blade. Choil done pretty well. Your thumb stud is out of your cutting path, which is always a plus. Little guy feels really good in hand. No jimping, but you don't really need it. I mean, I can get a full 4-finger grip on it. Now, if you have much larger hands than mine are 3 3/4 inches wide. If you have a hand much larger than mine, then you're probably going to start to inch off the back, but you do have the lanyard tube if you like to use lanyards, and you can lanyard post. That's a better word for it. You guys can get in on that. The other little surprise, and I always forget which side it's on. That one. Looky there. We've got some skeletonization on a CJRB. You know, that's the one thing that we talked about with Artisan's budget brand, is we might not see things like the milling and stuff, and we really haven't on any of their other models. But looky there. We got milling for weight reduction. So between that, the proprietary steel, the micarta, you know, that tells me that Artisan is stepping up CJRB's game. Now, will prices follow? Remains to be seen. But I like the fact that they're stepping it up a little bit. Let's get some stats on this guy real quick. So what do we have? Overall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3/4, and that was pretty much your official measurement. I'm getting just over 3 3/4 inches on the handle, probably 3 7/8, which that's basically going to give us, I mean, it's right about a 3-inch blade, and then your cutting edge is going to be sitting at about 2 3/4. So all of you with blade length restrictions, I know like we have on the military facility where I work, 3-inch blade limit, you know, so now for our UK friends, it's still a locking knife, so might not work so well there. But, and then of course your grip length, I mean, like I said, your handle is 3, we'll call it 3 3/4. That's your grip length. You can pretty much grip that whole handle, nothing in your way. Now you have nothing protecting you from getting up on the blade, but I trust that all of you are responsible knife users and you're aware of things like that. But some size comparisons. There's our bug out. Bug out is quite, I mean, it's quite a bit bigger. Not overly, but it definitely is. Now, of course, if our bug out is bigger than, well, of course, the PM2, pretty much going to dwarf it. But I think I found a pretty decent size comparison in this guy. The proper. Pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. I think forget it, pivot to pivot. Yeah, RIA's got it just by a hair on the blade, and probably just by a hair on the handle. Maybe an 1/8 of an inch on the blade, and maybe not even quite an 1/8 of an inch on the handle. But yeah, so not too bad. Decent size of knife. If you like the proper, you know what? I think the RIA will be right in your ballpark as well. Let's get a weight real quick. Small knife, small weight, 2 ounces. Look at that. So if we compare that to our bug out again, 1.9, so it's right about the same weight as a bug out, and our proper, a little bit lighter than the proper. Very good. And again, sorry, for our good friends overseas, that is 56, nope, where's it at? There it is, 58 grams. I was thinking 54, little low. Carry, guys, it's a small knife. It disappears in your pocket with this deep carry clip. I mean, you can kind of 5th pocket carry it, but yeah, I mean, it disappears. Not very wide. I mean, let's see how tall it is, honestly. Oh, where's it? Dig him. Sorry, I'm fighting to find my calipers here. Oh, let's see. Get an official height on it. Official height is... I know it's hard to see. I got 0.83. 0.83 width, thickness. Well, doggone. Basically 0.42. 0.42. So definitely a smaller knife. Guys, great little knife. Very comfortable. I am digging it. The action on it. Dang. Rides well on those bearings. Even for that small blade. Rides really well on those bearings. Lock up. Yep. What do we got here? I'm going to 35-ish. 35-ish percent. And then, of course, our centering. Mine is off to the clip side just a little bit. Not a huge deal to me. There's no wobble, no wiggle. Doesn't rub. You know what? I'm perfectly fine with that. Blue likes it. Yes, indeed, he does. He gave it his solid 8.5 rating. Yeah, it's a darn good rating. I think he's right in the ballpark. Now, this micarta one, I tell you what, guys, they're getting hard to find. And I'll be honest with you. The one place I found them on sale was Amazon. You could still, not on sale, but for sale on Amazon. The micarta version, the micarta ARRPM 9 version, sells for $55, $56. And then you've got your 12C editions with the G10. They sell for, I believe it's $34, if I remember correctly. And you've got that kind of grayish blue. You've got a natural G10, and then a carbon fiber version. So, yes, indeedy. I got to double check that. I want to make sure I'm pretty sure it's 12C. It could be 14 though. But I want to make sure I'm giving you guys the right info. Because, well, like I said reversible instead of removable, and whoo, it got me. So I want to make sure I'm giving you guys the straight skinny. Sandvik steel. 12C, yep. 12C 27. Sorry, guys, just had to verify that. Wanted to make sure I was telling you exactly what. Yep, they sell for $34, and then the RPM 9, micarta version, sells for $56. So, thanks a lot, guys. Greatly appreciate you hanging out with me today. Remember, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.